हेलो हाय अस्सलाम वालेकुम दोस्तों, मैं हूं आपका होस्ट क्लाउडविंग टेक्नोलॉजी से। In the last video we have seen the operating system and why the operating system is very important, why we have added the operating system in the middle of the Docker playlist series. So today we are going to see what is the evolution of the application deployment, how we have shifted from bare metal to virtualizations, from virtualization to containerization, right? So we have the bare metal, virtualization, and containerizations. So bare metal means you have, hope you are watching my video from your laptop. On your laptop is like your hardware, right? Your laptop is like a hardware. On that hardware you have the operating system installed, and on that operating system you are using your applications. This is called the bare metal. Second thing, we have the virtualization has operating system and hypervisor, and on that hypervisor we are running virtual machines, right? Virtual machines will use guest operating system, right? So each virtual machine is required the operating system, libraries and dependencies. On that we will run our application, right? Second thing, we have the containerization. What is the containerization? We will see in upcoming slides. So just we have the overview of that architecture. So it is like has infrastructure. On that infrastructure has also operating system, and instead of hypervisor we have here the Docker. Docker has a Docker daemon, which is the engine of the Docker, which will the containerize the application, right? So here we can have multiple containers we can run on the Docker engine. So we let's see guys what actually the virtualization. Virtualization, we have the architecture like this, and this is the virtualization. Virtualization is having the infrastructure like your PC, CPU. On that we have the operating system. On that operating system we are going to install the hypervisor. So what is the hypervisor? Have you heard about the VMware software and VirtualBox? These software are providing the hypervisor. If we are going to install this software, that means we are going to installing the hypervisor, right? Hypervisor is what? So let's see the hypervisor. Hypervisor is an software, right? Hypervisor is an software which will install on your operating system. Its job is to divide your hardware host operating system or hardware system equally among the different virtual machines. Here you can see you have the physical machines. On that physical machine you are going to install the hypervisor. Either you can install VMware or Oracle VirtualBox. Then on that, here after that installing the hypervisor will take care of your hardware resources, right? And you can install different types of iOS image or different operating system. You can run on either Ubuntu operating system and Red Hat and Windows on that single virtual machines. Hypervisor will divide your hardware resources. Suppose your physical machine is having 16 GB of RAM, right? So and you have created three virtual machines. So it will give you your virtual machine 4 GB itself, and remaining 12 GB of RAM will be divided equally to among the virtual machines, right? So what are the benefits of using the virtual machines over the bare metal? So we can run multiple operating system, right? As we have seen, right? We can run any operating system on single physical machines. They will be the virtualized. Then second benefit is better for legacy applications, right? And third is strong isolation and security. As you can see, we have different virtual machines. Each virtual machine is completely isolated with others, right? One machine cannot can interact with the other machine resources, and it is efficient hardware utilization, right? As we told, the hypervisor will highly efficient in order to manage your physical hardware. It will distribute your hardware efficiently among the virtual machines, and safe testing and experimentations, right? It is very safe for testing and experimentations, right? If you are going to learn the Azure cloud, right? So Azure cloud has allow us free plan just for 1 month, right? After that we cannot practice on that, right? And we need virtual machines, then we can will not be able to create the virtual machine on Azure. In this in such a scenario, you can install on virtual machine on your own hardware system, right? With installing the VMware and VirtualBox, right? So these are the benefits of using the virtualizations. Now let's see, understand what exactly the containerizations and containers and what are the problem does it solve. A container is a lightweight portable unit that packages an application with its dependencies and runs on shared operating system, right? So containers basically क्या होते हैं? कंटेनर्स क्या होते हैं, राइट? कंटेनर एक आइसोलेटेड पोर्टेबल यूनिट होते हैं, राइट? जो एप्लीकेशन कोड प्लस डिपेंडेंसी को पैकेज एंड शिफ्ट करते हैं, ठीक है? सो टू understand the container, let's see what problem does they solve. So we have the problem number one is there is a development team, right? Development team is responsible for writing the software application code. They will write their code and they will run their code on their machine, right? They will see, yeah, code is working fine on their machines, right? Because initially when they develop the software applications, they have installed whatever the required libraries and dependency on their machines. Then there is a operation team. They will deliver their code for production, to make the code ready for the production. So the operation team is the responsible uh, for your code. So they will give their code to the operation team, and operation team will test on their own local staging environment, right? They will run the code and they will find, oh, your code is not working, right? Then they will say, hey, your code is not working on my machine. But the development team will say, no, 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 code is working on my machines. So this is where the conflict between development and operation. So this was a very biggest problem of the libraries mismatch and library and dependency mismatch problem, right? So how Docker does solve? So Docker will package application code plus dependencies and metadata in a containers or in an image and shift them, right? Shift them to run. So just like the virtualization, we can also run multiple containers. Container can be either my database, front end, and back end as well. So this is how we have the virtualizations and containerizations. Now let's see the benefits of the containerization over the virtualizations. So containers are lightweight and fast, right? So early we have seen the virtual machines require entire the operating system in order to run, and they use the host operating system. That's why their size in GBs. But here the containers are very lightweight, right? Because they use the shared kernel only, right? Their size in MBs, mostly 10 to 100 MB. And consistent across the environment. As we have told, there is a development stage in QA, different production and non-production environment will be there, right? So each environment requires same dependencies and libraries and dependencies in order to run the operating system, in order to run the software applications. So here the consistent across the environment, right? So same image can be installed, same container can be run on different machines, right? That's what the consistency across the environment. Then we have the easy deployment and scaling, right? Containers can be easily scale up and scale down, right? Then we have the better resource utilizations, right? So and portability, right? So portability means image can be shipped from one machine to another machine easily, and you can run that in any operating system. So this is what the containerizations. And in the upcoming video, we will learn the introduction to local container lifecycle. Hope you guys you have enjoyed today's video, and if you like this video, please like and share this video because we give a lot of effort to make these kind of videos. So thank you for watching, and we will meet tomorrow with new concept. We will understand, yeah, Docker container lifecycle.